today on EA Sports. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Saints taking on Desmond Ridder and the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. 1st drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 13 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jamison Williams His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in here by Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Jeff Okudah right there to break it up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A look at the numbers last week for Olave. 6 catches, 84 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Kamara up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 41 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys.
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
He's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Bennett. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Ritter off the play fake. Rolling to his right. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Ritter. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
To the air again, Darnold. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Another try after the first down sack.
Ritter, he's got this to Williams, complete.
20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On 1st and 10, Darnold. High throw, but he makes the catch.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw.
He sees Fuller on the out route, and it's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and be one guy at a time. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Run for Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. To throw is Darnold.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he fires one incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ritter to throw it.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mate.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase 74 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Darnold on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, Darnold. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. To throw on second and 10. Darnold. Forced out to his left. Oh, Darnold loses it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Faking the give, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Saints! From a yard Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. You want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First down, and it's Pollard again. Brought down at the 20. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Pollard. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now Pollard. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 44 to go. Here's Darnold, and they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Darnold. Able to connect with Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Darnold to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Darnold being chased out left. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Detroit, they climbed to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for